Hi everyone, I welcome you to another edition of the Artclean TV Value Builders Talk Show, and I am your host for today, Onibide Kola the First. This is my name. Yes, today we're going to be looking into a very interesting topic, and believe me, this is a topic I am looking forward to actually learn from, because we have with us in the house someone who is not just going to do justice to this particular topic, but as well be able to teach us. We're going to learn from our ocean of knowledge when it comes to this perspective regarding this particular topic. Yes, and also you have to remember that we are always going to be open to your contributions, to your options of thoughts, your own perspective regarding this particular topic. So bring on your contribution as we continue on this. We are going to be looking into them one after the other as well. Yes, and remember, this is the Value Builders Talk Show, the talk show where everything we discuss and everything we talk about is that which adds values to your life. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and thanks for staying tuned to Artclean TV Value Builders Talk Show. Yes, today, like I said, we have a very interesting topic, which is titled Women in Leadership. Yes, so this is a very interesting topic which I myself have been looking forward to actually discuss. I want us to look into it in different perspectives, both in a contemporary understanding and also biblical standing regarding this particular topic, women in leadership. If you're a lady and you're watching, remember, this is just for you as well. Yes, and for the guys, this is another opportunity for you to learn a lot about your woman, your wife to be. So it's something that is all around for us. Everyone can learn from this. Yes, and I have with me in the house today someone who I know will do justice to it. Yes, she is a minister of the gospel. Yes, and also she is not just a minister of the gospel, she is a wife. She is a mother and also an entrepreneur. I'm talking of no other person than Pastor Mrs. Kemisola Bello. Thank you for joining us on the talk show today.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
Amen. And it's been an honor having you around the show.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So, like I said, we are going to be learning a whole lot from the knowledge of our experience, and the ocean of our knowledge is going to give us a whole lot of sips to actually take a drink from. Yes. So, mommy, we are looking into women in leadership.
Okay.
And this is something that is really awesome, because in a world where women are considered to be a weaker vessel. Yes, did I just say weaker vessel? Okay, yes, because even scripturally, many believe, according to the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, which refers to women as a weaker vessel and all, it is always perceived that women are weaker vessels. So what does it look like when we talk about women in leadership? What is your perspective regarding this one?
Thank you so much. Hi, over there. You're welcome into this very talk show. When you call a woman weaker vessel, to me, we are the same. There's no discrimination.
Okay.
What man can do,
the woman can do better. That's a quote everybody knows.
Better.
Yes.
And you will discover that now, even in the season that we are, you discover that about 4 countries that women are the presidents. They recorded no coronavirus patients.
Wow!
I tell you,
that's
Norway
amazing.
is number 1.
That's amazing.
Norway is number 1.
Wow.
You discover that women are doing a lot of work. Being called a weaker vessel does not mean that we should be trashed. Does not mean there's nothing that we can achieve. I want to tell you, we are doing a lot of work, more than even the men. You follow me now to the book of Judges,
okay,
where Deborah was being raised. Judges chapter 4. I'm going to read verse 4 for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Labiton, she judged Israel at that particular time. There are a lot of men at that particular time. and
Yes.
there was serious war.
Hmm.
If not because of Deborah, the husband would have not been known as Labito. It would have not been recorded in the Bible.
Hmm.
And again, let me take you to Judges, that chapter 5,
Okay.
verse 7. It talked about Deborah again. The inhabitants of the villages ceased. They ceased in Israel until that I, Deborah, arose. And I arose a mother in Israel. He arose as a mother, as a prophetess, as a warrior. You can see. It's not being weak. She was not being described as a wickedness. She arose in the multitude of men. A lot of them were there. He arose and he led them and he won the war. The Bible recorded that he was under the palm tree. He was there judging them as a judge, as a bold woman. I want to use myself even as an example.
Wow.
I am a woman. I am a mother. I am an entrepreneur. I've never for once been tired. In the sense that, and at the same time, I'm a minister of God. You understand? You need to take some points into consideration.
Okay.
Number one point here is time management. Anybody that lacks management in terms of organization will definitely fail. I do manage my time very well. So time management, creativity, and working well under pressure. These are the essential skills of being a wife, of being a mother,
A mother of a wife,
and of a business person.
So naturally, the women, because they have to deal with being a wife,
Yes.
being a mother, and at the same time, that has actually brought about some particular skills in them. Because, like you said, time management. A woman knows, okay, my daughter or my son is going to school, so you have to wake up in the morning.
I'm still going to that. I'm
Okay.
still going to that. Because it's going to be, I'm going to expatiate more on
that.
this.
Okay.
So the points that needed to be considered are the points, again, you need to create a work schedule that works for you. You create a schedule that works for you. You know, as an entrepreneur, you have some level of freedom when it comes to setting your work schedule. You need to do what? You need to work on it. So this makes it important to develop a good schedule. Waking up early in the morning, utilizing time when the children are, at school and when they are set out. There are some periods you need to utilize, you need to use for your work, because they're out there, you have settled them to stay in school. The period they are in school, that's the period that you need to do what? To do something. You need to schedule that time to achieve some things, not to be gossiping around, not to be doing what is uncalled for. You will schedule that time, you design it, and take that time, in getting to a goal, reaching to a goal, and achieving a goal at that particular time. I can talk on and talk on. Then another point that I have here is you make your money easier. I'm still talking of the time. You make your time easier, the money. You will have prepared some things overnight. You do some things in the night by sorting out the socks, the shoes, water bottle and everything when the children are still young. Pack their books and you do everything in total. Not in the morning and you started running here and there. You are looking for singlet, you are looking for pampers, you are looking for pants. You will have scheduled them overnight. You work from morning till 9.
Wow.
But what I'm saying is, in between the time that they are in school or they are out there, these are the period you need to schedule some things. You need to, stay on your work and do the work very well. Another point again is, you need to eliminate distractions.
Wow.
Some women, when it comes to free period, the children are out there, they are in school, they are doing one thing or the other. It is that they will now concentrate on the phone. Phones are good.
Okay.
Medias are good.
Yes, ma'am.
All these, they have their advantages. But
yes,
many take it, as a job because it's a distraction. They are not achieving anything. Like I do tell people, I sell on media. I advertise my goods on media. I tell people what I do on media. But not that I will now concentrate and be watching entertainment, be watching stars, while my own stars is being buried.
Exactly.
I don't watch star and my star is just, being swept somewhere.
Exactly.
These are the things that women need to put into consideration. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Then another point again is you need to cut your coat according to your clothes. not according to your size.
Well, I think I would like you to repeat that once again.
You need to cut your coat, your coat according to your clothes.
Whoa.
According to the
According
yards
to
that
your
you have.
clothes, to what you have.
Not according to your size.
Hmm.
Because sometimes there might be things that you want to sew. When your clothes cannot carry it, you just change the style.
Exactly.
You change the design. You might want to do agbada and you just have only 4 years. Can you do agbada?
No, of course not.
It cannot do agbada. So it is then that you now need to do what? To change the style. It can be buba and kembe. It may not be a trouser that, yes, you need to cut it. Then sometimes we women, we are so that we were so carried away that we have a phone, we want to buy the latest instead of using those money that you want to use to reinvest. And sometimes we are being called to go to party. You can afford the clothes, right? But there are styles that you cannot afford. But you now take, from that pool of your business, you now use it to sew. They want to sew the style for 15,000, 20,000. You want a designer to sew for you. A friend of mine sew from so designer. That's where I want to go. No. You need to cut your coat as a woman. You need to cut your coat according to your clothes, not according to what is going on. It's not that you have 50,000 and you are thinking it's extra. Now this 50,000, let me go and buy lace. I want to sew lace. I want to dress nice. Looking good is good business. But sometimes you have to still do what? Cut some things down. You cut your coat according to your clothing. So as a woman, as a mother, as an entrepreneur, your brain must be open 24/7. You must open your brain wide so that you'll be able to achieve. And then it leads me to another point, which is good communications.
Okay.
You must have a good communication with your children and with your husband. Because many people feel there are some posts a woman cannot hold. I tell you, we are not vicar vessel. It's according to timing and time management and creativity that God has already endowed us with. Communication, you communicate with your spouse. There are sometimes that you need to get idea from your husband concerning your business. And there are some times that even what you are doing as an entrepreneur, you need to invite your children to be involved in it. You show them some little things. Okay, you can do this, you can do that, and then you compensate them. Sometimes
I think that's another point.
A lot of point, because you don't want that business that you are doing to just die up. By the time you are relaxing, they might just pick up. An idea might come. They may not even be looking for any scholar job. They may pick up from there, and the business may be a family business. It's not that my son is a doctor. I know of a doctor. I know the mother is a very good business entrepreneur person. The doctor I'm telling you, he carrying on the business and he's doing it. And then again, there's a very good example. The woman is at Lagos. BB, so to say, is fully into Ashoke. In fact, she has about 2 graduates that are doing it. They have taken it higher. Wow. Normal Ashoke that we do for like about 12,000, they will package it for you for 50,000 because they have taken the business high, because the woman involved the children into it. You can involve them, you entice them by giving them some work to do, and you then give them some gifts, you compensate them. Then they will not be involved.
They will be more motivated by that. So.
Then it's not that you say it's your business. You don't want to involve your husband. No, your husband might have a fantastic idea. And by the time he too is involved, that is in part of communication. It's then that we know that, in this aspect, you still need more finances. It is then that we now be planning towards it. Let me help this woman. Let me raise her up a little bit. You see, being called a wicked vessel, sometimes it puts me up. It makes me to arouse and say, what can a man do that a woman cannot do better? Not even just ordinary doing, but do it
far better.
Far better. You can say it again. Yes, far better. Then that one will take me again to another point that say you take appropriate time for resting. You eat right and you do exercise. This is comprising. Because some women feel because they have to do a whole load of work, work and no play. That one, like I used to tell myself, it makes Kemisola a dog girl. I do exercise, I walk. When I walk, I walk tirelessly. I walk till I sleep. But that does not make me not to have a good
recreation time
rest.
to have
Does
time
not,
for rest.
yes, that will not allow me to have a recreation time. You eat good food, eat fruit, balanced diet. You rest at least 6 hours, if not up to 6, at least 5 to 6 hours. I can sleep 12, and I wake up. I make sure I wake up at 6:30. Then you go on straight into the daily business, because I will have set all my priorities before I sleep. That one is very important. And lastly, which is the cocoa of it, which is paramount, and in which some women lack, and that's what makes them a failure sometimes. You need to now hold on to the power of prayer. You cannot just overemphasize that. You cannot just, because you need to pray very well. As a woman, you need to pray for your children. You need to pray for your husband. You need to pray for your business. You need to fast, to wait upon God. And like I was telling somebody before I come here now, I told the person, it's not all, all things that needed to be discussed openly. I said, I have some reserve in me. Even though some people might be close to me, I may have some friends that is very close, you may not know me in depth, because I have some reserve in which that I'm trashing, and I'm, that I'm asking God to do what? To give me light to it. That I don't need to share it with anybody. I don't need to open it to anybody. I don't need to take it to, to anybody. But just to take it to God and pray over it, and, to have good success. And this has been what one needs to do as a woman, as an entrepreneur, as a wife, as a minister of God, so to say. These are the things that you need to do, to put together to make sure you are not a weaker vessel, that you are not, cannot be rubbish. Sometimes ago, we were discussing. I discovered that in some ministry, they will set out early in the morning for Sunday service. They will not go back home until 7 o'clock. And in which they will just be happy and say, oh, my children is safe, and but these days we've been hearing a lot of things that make a woman to be blamed. Because I tell you, like Yoruba will say, Omo to ba yanju, òun ni ti baba. Èyí tí ò bá dá, òun ni ti yẹ. Because the woman did not
Can
take.
you help us phrase that in English for some of our viewers? That's probably
for some of our viewers. What I mean is, a successful child, brings crown for father, while the destructive one will now bring shame to the mother. And that is why a mother must be up and doing in training the children. Though you are involved in the ministry, you need to do what? To be very vigilant and be very sensitive with your children. A story like a pastor's child being impregnated by Muslim, and the father says no over his dead body. How on earth will people now know that? And the girl left and traveled with the boy. Absconded. And you are now looking for the boy, looking for the girl. You now arrested the boy, and you said the boy must go to jail because he impregnated your daughter. And now you said, a lot of things like that. I believe it is the work of the woman. If the woman is up and doing, it won't happen. If she's so close to the daughter, it won't happen. Ministry is there. You need to do the ministry, but at the same time, you need to be very vigilant. Women do work more than men. More than men. Our work are so numerous. We should open our, all our senses. When it comes to women, all your senses must be open. You must be up and you must be doing. You must be up and doing. So that's make you not to be a weaker vessel. You'll be an example. People will be referring to you that the woman is up, the woman is doing, things are working. Like I said, don't forget, prayer is paramount. You just have to keep yourself for prayer. Even Bible enjoins us. It says we should pray without ceasing. We should pray without ceasing. We need to pray for our husband. We need to pray for the children, for their success. There's no limit to prayer. And like I said, you can take a time, maybe once in a week, to fast, to seek the face of God. For those that are doing well and for those that are not doing well. For the success of your husband and for everything. You know, sometimes when women go to prayer meeting, it's the husband you'll be praying for. Some will forget to pray for the children. They cannot even open their mouth and pray for themselves. 90% of the prayer goes to a husband. You know, we need to pray for them. We need to pray for the children. We need to pray for our business, for success of everything. Behind every successful man, there's a, you know, the woman that is that is behind is carrying a lot of load.
A lot of load.
A lot of load. A lot of load.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
We really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I told you earlier on that you're in for this because I promised you you're gonna get a whole lot to drink from our ocean of knowledge. You know, I'm wondering about something. Women are actually, in several cases, considered to be victims in the case of leadership position. And especially when they're looking for opportunities in the place of leadership, they get exploited a couple of times. Like people asking them, men especially, asking them to probably use what they have to get what they want and all the stuff like that. Even sometimes women in entrepreneur would have jobs and stuffs that people they are seeking for contracts and all, and they're asking them for things that are not right. Have you ever in any case have an experience of such, and how do you handle it if there was once, and if at all, what are the things you think would help ladies or women out there deal with issues of men who try to take advantage of them because they are seeking or having a chance towards a leadership position?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
To answer the question, firstly, I've never been a victim.
Wow.
Two, if I may tell you, some women are so lazy, some ladies, so to say, if they are looking for things, they tend to use themselves. Sometimes, those men are not even asking them. But just because they are bent to get it, they will now tell you, why can't I use what I have to get what I don't have? That means they cannot prove their stuff. If a lady can prove her stuff, definitely she will not fall victim. If you know what you are doing,
and takes to stand.
Take your stand, prove yourself. In fact, the man that is talking rubbish, by the time you prove yourself, you might not get that job. As a child of God, you will still get better one. Best is coming your way because you have already proved your stuff and you know your worth. You know your worth. You know what you are carrying. It's only those that did not know what they are carrying that always fall prey. I believe they always fall victim. And they fall prey because they did not know what they are carrying. And they cannot defend what they are carrying. If you can't defend what they are carrying, be it woman, be it man, you definitely fall prey. Because many cannot even, you know, prove their certificate. They can't. They just
defend
want it. Many of them, let me just do it. How many people will know? How many people will I now be telling my story to? Forgetting that God has a brighter future for them. They turn to do that. I've never been a victim, but in as much we are on this planet Earth, it's bound to happen because it has been a cultural thing. It has been things that is going on and is rampant. But if you know your stuff as a lady, you won't fall victim. Because if you have to prove your stuff, if you have to, when you tell your story, people will now know that you know your worth. They will even keep short. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ma. And it's been a whole awesome time out in this particular edition of the Ask Me Value Leaders Talk Show. We want to say very, very big thank you for coming. We have had a lot to learn. You can keep your contributions and your comments coming in, and also remember to click on the subscribe button on our YouTube page and also click on the bell so that whenever we drop you any video, you get notified first. Also, you can follow us on our Instagram and our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page. We look forward to hear more from you. And stay tuned till next week. I remain Onibide Kolade Festus, and this is Asking Value Leaders Talk Show, and I'm signing out. Stay blessed.